Hi, I'm Vaughn Palmer here in the Vancouver Sun's office in the provincial capital because the chamber is in use, the buildings are in use because the legislature is actually sitting in the summertime, and not only that, there's news, Rob.
There is, yeah. The housing affordability package the government promised to bring in contains a foreign buyers tax for Metro Vancouver real estate of 15%, on the property transfer tax for non-Canadian citizens, non-permanent residents. Comes into effect, Vaughn, August 2nd.
Finance Minister Mike DeYoung has been mocking the idea of doing it, and I guess we had a media scrum with the Premier out on the back lawn of the legislature buildings. Rob Shaw asked the question, actually, what changed? I guess officially the government says what changed. They started collecting data in June on whether or not you were a foreigner buying property in British Columbia, and they turned up some pretty wild numbers. $1 billion worth of property in 5 weeks. I'm guessing, Rob, there's another set of numbers that we haven't seen that changed, and that's the government's opinion polling. I'm guessing the opinion polling confirmed what people have been saying for a while, which is British Columbians feel they're being crowded out of their own housing market by foreign buyers.
Yeah, government's under a lot of pressure from what the Premier described today as the middle class of British Columbia who want that dream of home ownership are finding themselves priced out of the real estate market. This bill also contains powers for the City of Vancouver to do a vacancy tax. We've talked about that. It removes self-regulation from the real estate industry, and it creates a special housing affordability fund that the government says it's going to put this new property transfer tax into, which potentially, Vaughn, the municipalities would be looking at that money to encourage density and that type of thing.
Yeah, Rob, this is the other big news of the day. It isn't just that the government's got this new tax, which is massive. It could collect tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars if people stay in the market. The other thing is, what are they going to do with the money? Well, they're putting all the money into the special housing fund. They have an ability to add other property sale money there, and it's pretty much a blank check for the government to spend the money to do anything to increase the housing supply, rental supply. The government already builds housing, social housing, but this is much broader. They could partner up with local government to increase density of housing projects. The provincial government can lend money under this, but there aren't a lot of details. And Rob, when we tried to get the details, the government said, basically wait for it.
Yeah, this is going to be, I think, the next housing announcement is how government intends to spend this potentially hundreds of millions of dollars that could come later this fall. We know the government's going to have a series of rolling housing announcements through the budget and into next May's provincial election. So this is the latest on that, but we'll keep you up to date as they continue to make announcements.
The House is sitting this afternoon. The government is seeking permission with the opposition support to put through the new measure recognizing rights for transgendered people in the Human Rights Code. That will go this afternoon in the House. And we're also hearing, of course, we've got a question period today. The opposition has got a few surprises coming too. So it is not the quiet season in BC politics, and we'll probably be doing another one of these at the end of the week. Thanks for watching.